think I won't hide and watch me.
Hello everybody, back here again from our Vlog-A-Day, and today is Saturday the 18th, also the 240th anniversary of Paul Revere's Midnight Ride. Found that out today when we were out doing our little sightseeing crap here in Boston. It was kind of ironic, just out of nowhere our time frame fell into that anniversary to be here with the Boston Marathon, so it's kind of cool. So woke up this morning, got a few things done here and there, finally got around, headed out for a run. Decided to go for a run on the beach and had to abandon the beach not too horribly far into it. We ran into spots where the tide was in so high we couldn't get through the rocks and that without getting just basically running through water, and that wasn't going to be worth it. So went ahead and cut up onto the bank past the little seawall there, ran down through town. Just a beautiful neighborhood out here in Hall. It's just the quaint little houses and the quaint little streets and one-way streets and really cool things and stuff. Saw a handful of people out kind of walking and with dogs and strollers and all kinds of cool stuff. Just really nice little thing there. A little chilly this morning, not bad out running, felt pretty good. Got back to the hotel room after a run, picked up a whole bunch, actually it's on the way back to the hotel room, picked up a whole bunch of seashells and that on the trip. She forgot to bring out her plastic bag, so she was trying to carry handfuls of seashells. It was kind of funny. Decided I was going to go for a swim in the ocean. I'd been to the ocean before in New York and out by New York City and that, and didn't get a chance to jump in. I was yelled at and told I couldn't get in the water because I was going to smell up the car or whatever. So today I thought, hell with it, I'm not getting in a car, no big deal. So I stripped down to basically just my shorts and ran out and jumped into the ocean. And let me tell you, it was a little bit cold still, so definitely kind of chilly. Ran back up out of the water. It's just crazy cold. So I went ahead and grabbed my gear, headed back to the room, and she's like, I'm trying to get all my seashells stacked up. And I'm like, I can't wait for you. I'm freezing to death. So ran across the road, ran up to the room, jumped in the shower real fast, and surprisingly, the chill went away real fast. I wasn't in the water all that long, so it worked out real nice there. Got cleaned up, got dressed, headed into Boston to basically go hang out and see touristy stuff today. Aside from the morning run, the last train run she had before the Boston Marathon, we did virtually nothing running related. So walked around all over north side of Boston there, little area. Saw Paul Revere's house, saw the Old North Church, Bunker Hill Monument, 294 steps up to the top and back down again, 294 back down. So it's kind of, the downhill is actually worse, because going up you could just kind of see where your feet were and you just kind of trudge up it real fast. Ran into a few people, so we had to kind of wait and try and duck around them. That was a pain in the ass. But going back down seemed to be really funky because of the fact that it messed with your eyes a little bit, because it was the real dark steps and whatnot. So we got back down to the bottom of that thing. Then we kind of end up out at the U.S. Constitution. Beautiful old battleship. They've kept restoring it over the years and kept working on it. And nice place. It was really cool to see that. Crazy security. Like, it was airport quality security. I mean, they're going through checking everything, which made me even more nervous because the fact that she walked through the buzzer and the buzzer went off, and she starts to tell them, my buzzer went off, and I'm like, just move on. If they don't stop you, just move along. And it was kind of funny. So I had my freaking razor knife go through and stuff, and nobody even noticed it. I sent it through the camera, little x-ray thing, and they're not giving a shit. So went ahead, headed on through there, got done with that, had to kind of book ass back across town to get to Paul Revere's house before it closed. And it's a funky place. You get a chance to get into it. It's really cool. It was like $3.50 a piece in there, so that was not that bad. But it was really interesting to kind of walk to the house where he lived and hang. It was really kind of a neat little thing. It wasn't a real long tour, so don't expect to be in there for hours. I'd say probably maybe half an hour is what we were in there. We could have been there longer. Could have been there shorter if you didn't want to listen to people talk. But definitely got done there. Ended up just kind of wandering around the city there a little bit. Found a couple cigar shops. One of them I thought was a cigar shop turned out to be just more of a smoking lounge, where I think it's kind of more of a members type, bring your own cigars in and just kind of hang out, drink beer, and smoke cigars and that. And then one other shop walked into a little bit more of a regular cigar shop, and unfortunately it was more of a knick-knacky crap shop. Had a bunch just like crafts, or not crafts, but like souvenir type junk. And then there was like 5 boxes of cigars behind glass way back behind the counter, and nothing I was interested in. So we headed out of there, flying up, going over to Wahlburgers, which is the Wahlberg burger shop. We're out here. This was the original location. They opened it up. Nice little place. Not a bad wait. It was about a half an hour when we walked in. Just do counter service, which where you walk up, order your food, and then basically once they kind of find you a seat to sit down at, and inside. The other one was you sit over there and they actually come take your order like a regular waitress. And that was gonna be like an hour and a half wait. And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna sit there and eat the same food. I'm going to sit at a table anyway, so it doesn't matter. So went ahead and went to the counter order kind of thing. Worked out just fine. Delicious food. A little bit overpriced by $1 or $2 on a couple things, but not bad. The food was good. The onion rings were those real skinny, super thin onion rings that usually I can't stand. But these are the best thin onion rings I've ever had. I've had better giant beer battered onion rings down in Texas, but for the skinny ones, these things were awesome. They were absolutely amazing. I ate enough of them. I think I started to feel almost a little bit sick. I ate so damn many of those onion rings. So headed back, stopped the store, had to get some like half and half or coffee and that junk because apparently the little powder creamer was getting to be too much for a coffee drinker. So grabbed some of that, made it super simple, just better tasting coffee. What the hell? So also got to see a really nice like fresh market. Had a lot of really cool things in there and interesting stuff. Then got back here to the hotel. I decided to go for a walk along the ocean as the sun was going down. Took the camera out, got a handful of pictures. A couple of them turned out pretty nice, so I'm hoping to mess with that a little bit later. Maybe get a couple of them, maybe print them off. I need to start printing more of my photos. I never print stuff, so I might try and do that. And then just been sitting around here in the hotel room, just eating some Doritos and hanging out and just laughing and joking and stuff and figuring out what tomorrow is. So tomorrow's going back to the expo, listening to some motivational speakers, and then once we get and listen to one of the guys speak, we're going to have to go from there over to Cheers location, to the bar, and then from there we got the dinner, the pre-race dinner, and then I think that starts like 4 or 5. She has it written down, so we'll have to go over there, and then from there head back here and call it an early night, so she can definitely get some good sleep and get up and get on the van in the morning to get to the race. So that's all we got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.